What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody in the building. If you are here and you can hear me clearly, please put a number one in the chat. Please put a number one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Put a number one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, family. Okay. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. If you were here, hit the like button and share the show. Hit the like button and share today's show. We're going to get into it. We need to talk about this today. We need to talk about this today. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody, of course. Welcome back to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody who's here thus far. We are going to get into it. Shout out to Bob in the building. What's good, Bob? What's good? What's good? Bob says, when men are being seen as nothing more than foodie calls while women pretend to like them for that gourmet meal, then yes, this problem can't be placed squarely on men either. There's not enough. Honestly. Also, people don't want to accept rejection, and that's on both sides. Facts. Shout out to Bob. I appreciate the super sticker. Shout out to you, bro. Asana El Ray, salute. What's good, Seth Son? Salute. Seth Son says food and entertainment is expensive. Save your coins for the meaningful dates with someone who's into you. Shout out to Seth Son. Salute. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it. Shout out to Miss Angie. What's good, Miss Angie? Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Always coming through and holding down the Chizat for brother. Shout out to you, Miss Angie. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Seth Son says, stand strong, brothers, because they're going to try to shame you on this. Nah, we're going to talk about this today. We're going to talk about this. Because see, I like when y'all come in and y'all just so excited and y'all itching for the message. I appreciate that. Where y'all start guessing and assuming where I'm gonna go with the topic. Hey Camille, good to see you. Y'all see the show? Are we in the age of discount dating? And I know y'all probably think I already see where some of the bros think I'm going with this. And I'm glad y'all think that. I'm glad. Are we in the age of discount dating? Everyone likes to talk about modern day this, modern day that, modern day men, modern day women, whatever. Right? And these modern day conversations, right, always seem to go back to tradition. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all sound off in the chat room. Let me know. But every time I'm hearing these conversations about modern day men and modern day women, we're not spoken about in a modern day fashion until it has to do with dating. But when it comes to what is a man, what is a woman, what is a woman's role, what is a man's role, all I hear is traditional stuff. I hear men should know how to fix things. Men should be handy. Men should be industrious. Men should be able to go outside and get dirty. Men are supposed to pay all the bills in the house and still be able to give the wife some money so she can take care of the things that she wants. Right? What's good, Dion? Salute. This is what we hearing. True or false? When we hear what these women claim that they want as men, it's, I want a man like my grandfather. This is what you hear. This is why I say the whole modern conversation is cap. It's BS. It's bullshit because we go right back to tradition. Because guess what? If we're gonna be modern men and women, what's good, boot camp? Salute. If we're gonna be modern men and women, then today men can't pay all the bills. The majority of men cannot afford to pay all the bills by himself. Because based on the facts, the majority of men on average is making $40,000 a year. How does that work when rent is at least $1,000 a month? So if you just calculating the rent, if he just paid the rent and the rent is between $1,000 to $1,500 a month, just times that by 12. And that's just what he looking at for rent a year. So we know that that's not going to work. So there is no black men, the entire group of black men paying all the bills in the house. It's impossible. See, the men were doing it back then because the economy allowed it to. You see? The economy allowed it to. This is why this was going on. Exactly, Seth's son. Math don't lie. So the whole modern conversation is bullshit. Modern day women didn't work. Traditional women didn't work. If y'all want to be seen as modern day women, why do y'all want to go to work? Why do y'all want to go get your own money? But then you want the man to pay all the bills. See, it can't work. It doesn't work. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Now, follow me. If this is how modern day and women are looking at relationships, imagine dating. Imagine how we look at dating. Imagine how we approach dating if we're approaching relationships from the aspect of, I'm just trying to get with somebody to take something from them. I'm in relationships because I need somebody for something because I can't fulfill that need on my own. This is why the majority of us today are getting in relationships. Sound off in the chat room. Sound off in the chat room. Let me know. Because last time I checked, dating is the prelude to a relationship, right? You only should be dating to get into a relationship, correct? Y'all sound off in the chat room. Let me know if I'm wrong, because that might be my traditional side coming out. What's good, Josiah? Isn't that the reason for dating? The reason for dating is to eventually find someone suitable to be in a relationship with. That's the reason for dating. But that is not why we're dating today. That is why we've dated in the past. Today, modern day men and women, they're not dating for a relationship. You know why? Because we just went through how we look at relationships, modern day and modern women. So if we view relationships in this way, how are we dating for a relationship? Which a relationship then goes into an engagement, then which leads to marriage, which then is supposed to lead to a family being created. You see? So if we already have a messed up perspective on relationships in general, if you already thinking, well, I don't really gotta, I don't really look at being in a relationship like that, and it ain't really that serious, and and you just play games. This is why a lot of men and women are unhappy, because you're playing with yourself. You're not being honest. See, if you want to be married, then you have to date, right? And look for possible mates that you can be in a relationship with, which can then turn into a marriage. But today, people are dating out of necessity. Sound off in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all hit the like button and share the show. Today, we're dating out of necessity. We're marrying and getting in relationships out of a need, out of something that we need to fulfill, because we don't have it ourselves. This is why relationships and marriages are eroding, because people are misusing one another, because how we view each other from the beginning. You see? This is why the interaction between men and women are so hostile. It's so hostile. Because we're both coming at, we're interfacing with each other with preconceived notions. We're not coming to each other open and ready to just accept and to deal with one another from an individual aspect. You hear this guy speak, he says something that triggers you, now you don't like him. Just from one instant, now your whole perspective about him has changed. That is because your perspective on men is already destroyed. And it goes for us too. The moment she don't answer her phone, she laying up with a nigga. Now, this girl, you've been dating this girl and you really like her. But because she didn't answer her phone the past 3 times you called, she got to go be with another man now. She got to be cheating. She got to be entertaining another man. See, we got to stop this shit. Because this is how we get to discount dating. See, discount dating is dating for sex. Dating because you're broke. Dating because you need your bills paid. See, this is discount dating. And we're robbing ourselves of the true experience of interfacing with other people. See, we got to listen, we got to start looking at things in a deeper from a deeper perspective. Life itself is a journey. It's about experiences. So you don't want to constantly keep recreating bad experiences with different people because you haven't learned what you were supposed to learn from those bad experiences. You see? And this goes for men and women. This goes for men and women. Yes, communication is key. But we also got to remember that 85% of communication is nonverbal. Junior Ali, peace, my brother. Good to see you. You see? This is how we end up dating to misuse each other. You know he wants some sex. You need some bills paid, so y'all exchange. And then later on down the line, y'all both used up and wore the fuck out and no good for your goddamn selves. So your damn show won't be good for no one else. And this is what's happening to us. Men and women. Brothers, you're wondering why? You just feel like you can't never find, or you've never found a woman that you wanted to settle down with and be with and all of those things. Maybe it's because of your perspective. You ever thought about that? And it goes the same shit for women. Maybe you haven't found what you was looking for because how you view what you're looking for. And maybe you're really not ready for what you're looking for. You just don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit that you're scared. See, a lot of people claim they want marriage until you have to commit. See, there's a level of commitment. And a lot of people are just committed to themselves and what they see for themselves. See, you can't marry nobody. You can't be with nobody and have that mindset. This goes for men and women. A marriage is not about you finding somebody that can give you what the fuck you want out of life. That's not what marriage is. This is what we think marriage is. This is what we think relationships is about. Can you give me what I want? Are you able to provide the shit that I need? Outside of that, fuck you. That is how we see each other. That's trifling. That's trifling. Why do you think it's so easy for us to start arguing and calling each other out our name? Because the overall view of how we see one another. This is how this stuff happens. This is why we are in the age of discount dating. We're putting a discount on the experience that we can have with one another. See, because when you die, that's what you die with. You die with all the things that were stored in you. That's what you die with. Memories. That's why when people die, they remember you. And you remember them. But we're creating poor moments because we're not trying to enjoy one another because we're so busy trying to take something. We're so busy doing this. Men and women. Not forgetting the key to receiving is to give. But being that we've misused each other for so long, some of us are reluctant to give. See, how you gonna find a husband and you reluctant to open up? How you gonna find a husband? How he gonna know how to love you? He don't know you. He only knows certain parts of you. You only expose more and more over time. What type of shit is that? But you want him to give him, you want all of him. You want all of him. You want to know what he thinking, when he thinking, how he thinking it, how he feel, and you want him to express it. But you give yourself to him in doses. He gets you in doses. But you want him to marry you. You want him to fully commit to what? You want him to fully commit to a what if? Because one day you might wake up and say, man, I'm tired of this. I'm done. Women do it all the goddamn time. I'm not comfortable. This is not working for me. This is what we've been doing to each other. Men do it too. Hey, I'm going to get a beer and some cigarettes. You don't see that nigga no more. Bye. He disappeared. This is what we doing. So now, before it even gets that far, we just hoe each other out in the dating process. We sit there and cap and fake and lie and smile at the table like we going somewhere with something. When you just here because you need something. You need something and so does he. He trying to scratch an itch and you trying to pay a bill. And then we talk about, nobody want to get married. Yeah, because look how we treating each other. We treating each other like a means to an end. And then we're going to have a conversation about marriage. How does that work? That makes no sense. See? Because after you date, you court. Courting. When y'all in a relationship now he's courting you. But why this never happened? Because you're not looking for no courtship. You looking for that nigga to pay them tickets on your car. That's what you really with him for. That's why you really giving them some play. You want to open up this new beauty salon and you need an investor. You need a financer. This is what's going on. You don't really like her. You niggas say it all the time. I don't care about what school she went to. I don't care about how much money she make. Discount dating. So when you brothers saying this shit, you're robbing yourself of the full experience of this woman. And then you complain and then say, oh, well, these women, we don't, they don't open up. How she didn't open up, nigga? You said you don't care about where she worked. You don't care about where she went to school. You don't care how she grew up. See, we're robbing ourselves, men and women. Discount dating. Discount dating. How you don't care if a woman went to school or not? How? Why don't you care about a woman's education? Why don't you care about a woman's background? That should matter to you because that's going to play into your experience with her. You see? You see? Why you don't care if that man has a plan for what he's doing outside of just having some money? Why don't you care? Because that'll tell you as a woman if he gonna have a plan for you, if he plan on making you his woman. He don't need a plan. He just need the bag. He don't need the plan. He just need the bag. See? You robbing yourself, young lady. This is what you doing. You're robbing yourself. You was just sitting around your husband. You threw the nigga back out to other women because he can't pay for what you need him to pay for. Because he can't be an adult for you. He's not worthy of being your husband. See this? You see? And if y'all go and listen to these women's podcasts like Angela Yee and the mother little chicks, right? You always hear them say, yeah, I believe I met my husband 2 or 3 times, but that nigga was broke. See? That tells you she was never looking for her husband. And now that she can't run around and do the shit that she been doing because it's slim pickings, now she's trying to figure out where she can get a husband at. And why is it so hard for guys to commit and want to propose to her? You see how this go? They be sitting back wondering, well, damn. Why nobody want to stay with me? Why nobody want to stay with me? Nobody's going to marry a woman with BBE. Bum broad energy. I told y'all it's a religion. It's a religion. No man is going to marry into that. See, modern day men, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Just like modern day women don't want to marry certain types of men. It's just not. But how do we fix the issue? We fix the issue by paying attention to how we see one another. That's why I say we got to heal before we build. You see why I say We got to heal before we build. In 2023, if you are a grown-ass woman and the words that come out your mouth is niggas ain't shit, I bet not hear you ever bring up the word marriage. You shouldn't even be talking about relationships. You should be somewhere healing. If that is if that is what you still saying out your mouth, and you can't go into nothing but niggas ain't shit, you have a problem. You shouldn't be talking about marriage. You shouldn't be talking about marriage. Because you're not marriage material. You know why? Because your perspective on men is flawed. So what makes you think you deserve a husband? See, I got to understand how this shit work. A lot of y'all women talk yourselves out of position. You do goofy shit and throw yourselves out the goddamn race. And it all goes back to your foundation. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let me get over here to the chat room. Shout out to my man GQ. He said, much love, DS1. And the chat, everyone hit the like, share, support my brother. Yesterday's walk and talk was crazy. Talk to him. Salute, man. Salute. Shout out to my man GQ. We're going to have a lot more of those coming, man. 7 Holiday in the building. Salute. Shout out to Cartel. Wax AP. Salute, OG. Shout out to the Nile River in the building. Salute. Salute, my guys. Salute. What's good, Pastor? Shout out to Bucket on the check-in. You see? But this is what we got going on today. We selling ourselves short, black men and black women. Because we still running with this same bullshit and then wondering why nothing worked. Because we're not trying to make it work. Then we laugh at one another and clown each other for trying to make the relationship work. See, what are we doing here? What are we doing? See, if our perspective on relationships is fucked up, what are we dating for? What are we dating for? Oh, we know why we dating. To end up at the hotel later. To end up at the hotel later, and the next morning or a few days from now, you gonna text me and ask me, can I cash app you for something? This is the game. This is dating today. Discount dating. I'm gonna pay for the whole night. We gonna end up in the hotel. You gonna go home the next morning. 2 days from now, you gonna text me and ask me, can I cash app you? Because something get ready to get turned off. And since I just knocked you off, you feel that you have the right to ask me. And you do, because you're a woman. That's how women operate. But that was the whole fucking reason for dating you. That was the whole goddamn reason you went on a date with me. And then after our experience is over, it's still in your mind that niggas ain't shit. But you don't even know who the fuck I am. You don't even know me. And I don't know you. And then we talk about, oh, why we're not being married? Why we're not getting married? What? What? Huh? Hey, ES. Where's the sense in that? Josiah in the building. Salute. Where's the sense in that? Hmm? Why are we fooling ourselves? Huh? Why we just can't be grown and say, yo, let's go out and then we gonna do our thing? Why that can't happen? Why we gotta mask it as, oh, we're dating? No, we're not dating. We're smashing. We're not dating. You don't want a relationship. You got a whole plan in your fucking head that you got for this nigga. You already got in your head what you got in store for this nigga. You already had that plotted out before y'all met up. What's up, Brownie? You see? You already came in and said, "Oh, I like this nigga. I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. I'm gonna make sure he could do this, that, and the third. I'm gonna make sure bop, 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 bop." Now here's us. Here's the niggas. Oh man, I hope she wears some tight shit tonight. Niggas is just horny. We're just horny. The men. We're just horny. Not saying women aren't, but women dress it up better. Women dress their horn, them being horny, they dress it up better. We when we going on a date, we looking at the end of the night, touchdown. Touchdown, score. Yup, we ate good, we drank good, and then it ended with a shebang. That's us. We looking for the shebang. When is the shebang coming? So we gonna sit at the table. We gonna he ha 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 yeah yeah girl. Oh, for real? For real? That's what you like? Word. That's what's up. For real. Word. I'm feeling that. I'm into shit like that too. You know, I like shit like that too. You know? Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know that, but yeah, I like shit like that too. Yeah. I like the ice skate. Nigga ain't never been ice skating in his life. Yeah, I like the ice skate. Nigga ain't never been ice skating. He trying to shebang something. Here she go. Here go the other side. Here go the woman. Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Yeah, that's really fucked up. Yeah, she shouldn't have did that to you. Cause you know you're a really good man. You know, you're really a great guy. I can tell. I can tell. Yeah. I would never do that to you. That's fucked up. Like, come on. You got to grow up. You know, you need to be more mature. You know, if you don't like a person, just say it. You know, why would she do that? Why would she do that? Why would she just misuse you like that? You know, guys like you, they're not easy to come by. You know, guys that are gonna be there and guys that are gonna hold it down, you know, they're usually they're hard to find. They tell you all of this. So you sitting there like, oh yeah, she's gonna get the shebang. Oh my God. Whole time she's sitting there, you know how you season up the meat? That's seasoning. She's seasoning your ass. Yeah, because I'm not really into all of that stuff. You know, I ain't really into all of that. I don't really do all of that. And, you know, They come being modest as hell. Modest. The modest is out of all the fake modesty. Oh, oh no, oh no. Oh, I would never. Discount dating. Oh, she's seasoning you up. Because guess what? At the end, she gonna get the same shit from you that the girl who did you dirty got from your ass. That's the secret about women. They don't want niggas to know. See, whether good or bad, they gonna stand with each other. And they'll do you the same way. And she won't give a fuck. Well, he let that bum broad get over on him. Shit, he shouldn't be mad at me. I look better than her. I ain't do him that bad. I let him off easy. But you still took from him that the little thought pocket took from him, his resources and his time. And you also seasoned him up. So he got a little emotional. You seasoned him up. Tenderizer. Why you think you call it tenderizer? Stop laughing, Brownie. You know about that tenderizer? Huh? You know about that tenderizer? You tenderizing niggas, huh? Have a nigga believe in her whole struggle story that she made up. Not you, Brownie, but that you made up. This is part of discount dating. You know how the nigga show up with his best outfit? Right, ladies? This nigga show up with his best outfit. Shout out to my comrade in the building. Salute. Shout out to the Book of Ronan in the building. Yeah, that soft sack sauce. Yeah, come on, bro. Season a nigga right up. Having a nigga leaking cash apps. Nigga be leaking cash apps. Had that nigga texting her, you need something, babe? You need something? That's that tenderizer. Frankie Reed, you know, it's that tenderizer. Have a nigga leaking cash apps. What's up, Sugar Bump? Have a nigga leaking cash apps. I'm telling you. That nigga new name will be Venmo Virgil. That nigga be sending Venmos all day. You good, baby? You good? I'ma just make sure everything's okay anyway. Cash App. Discount dating. That's what this is for. That's why she be like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna let you take me on a date. And guess what's gonna happen? I hope you can afford me. Ha! This is what's going on. And then after 10, 15 years of that type of shit, it's men need to be men. Where the husbands at? Where the real men at? They was some of them niggas you was playing when you was discount dating for 15 fucking years. You remember that? Where the real men at? Where the men that know how to be men? Some of those niggas, you charged them to your phone bill. Remember? Remember Mr. Phone Bill? You had them saved in your phone as Mr. Phone Bill. Remember? Remember the nails, nigga? Mr. The nail man. Yeah, that's what he do. And then you you got the end of the month grocery nigga. You know, he makes sure it's extra Kool-Aid jammers in the house for the kids at the end of the month when the stamps run out. Yeah. Uh-huh. Those were the real men you were talking about. Where they at? They married now. Silly. They married. That's where they at. They fathers, not baby daddies. That's where they at. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your little lunch bay. Remember lunch bay? Remember work bay? See, y'all be playing too much with y'all life. When I'm gonna get married? Never. Because you play too fucking much. And nobody gonna play with your old ass. See? See, when you start getting older, nobody gonna play with you. This is why you got Lisa Ray and all them crying. See, nobody gonna play with you. See, you can't run that game no more when you're 45 and 50. You can't do that. Sorry. Them days are over. Cat and mouse, it's over. You know the house cat that done got old and they just sit in the corner? That's you. That's you now. You sitting in the corner. You can't move. You got gout. Oh, where's my knight in shining armor? That nigga was saved in your phone as ride home from work. Mm-hmm. Yo, knight in shining armor. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You friend zoned your husband. Goofy. That's what you did. You friend zoned him. Because he didn't work it out at that time. It wouldn't work at that time. But now I'm ready. Yeah, when your goddamn teeth falling out your fucking mouth, now you're ready. Oh, you're ready now. When you sound like this, I'm ready. I'm ready, daddy. Now you're ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. You ready now? When 3 of your back teeth done fell out, now you're ready. Now you're ready. Same thing with you niggas. You niggas are the same way. You wait till you need a CPAP machine for your nuts to now you want to be a husband. You get erectile dysfunction, now you're looking for a wife. Nigga, how you gonna secure a wife with ED? Oh, you think these women get older, they don't want to have sex no more, huh, nigga? Your nuts need to be resuscitated. Now you want to be married. Now I'm ready. I'm tired of running the streets. I'm tired of these hoes. Shut your old ass up. Now you done with hanging out at the gas station, drinking natty daddies. Now you want to be a husband. Your ass got jaundice, erectile dysfunction, and gout, and high blood pressure. You want a wife. God send me a wife. What? No. How about he send you a doctor, nigga? Go to the doctor. Your eyeballs is yellow, nigga. Go to the doctor. Your gums are black. Go to the dentist. You don't need a wife, nigga. Oh, where's my wife? I worked all my life. I worked hard. I deserve a wife. Yeah, you worked all your life and got drunk and high. That's all you did. You didn't do shit else. You need a wife, though. Why? So she could get drunk and high with you? Huh? And this is why niggas is dating today. What's good, UFO? Right. Hospice hubby. Right. Right. Life support Chuck. He wants you to marry him on his deathbed. That's what niggas doing. Discount dating. Because we not looking to be in no relationships. We not. We're really not. What's good, Coffee? We're not. Let's just be honest. Men and women. You can't even, for the most part, people are just not being honest. And they're afraid to say, hey, I don't want a husband. I'm not looking for no husband. I'm not ready. Instead of just saying that, you got people that's playing games. Same shit with dudes. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a wife. Yeah, I want a wife. No, you don't, nigga. You trying to say anything that'll scratch that woman's ears so she could pull her goddamn drawers down, nigga. Who you? Come on, man. Come on. If you was trying to be with her, you wouldn't even be talking about sex. You would actually allow her to bring up sex. You would actually want her to push the sex part. If you want to be with her, if you're dating to be in a relationship. Sex is the happy ending. You trying to get to know her. You see? You see that? Because what? Eventually, the more you continue to date her and you like her, you continue and y'all end up in a relationship, eventually it should lead to marriage. A lot of these things should be cut before it even hit relationships. But it'd be so much lying and capping going on that y'all end up falling into a relationship and then developing a bunch of fake ass shit, and then everybody's hurt, and then it's a big catastrophe. See, we got to stop that shit. See, we grown. We got to stop shit like that from happening. The way we do that is by, number one, being honest. And that's on both sides, men and women. Women always talking about men be lying. Y'all be fucking lying too. Let's just go ahead and cut to the goddamn chase. Y'all be lying too. Y'all be putting on a front too. Y'all lying finesse to get what the fuck y'all want to. But you can't, it seems like you can't lie and finesse your way to a marriage. Why you can't lie and finesse your way to an altar? Huh? Because no man should marry your lying, finessing ass. Because that is not the quality of a good wife. A finesser. A one that always know how to put some shit in, to always twist shit to go her way. You don't deserve a husband. You don't. because you don't have the qualities of a wife. See, finessing and all of that, those are the qualities of a concubine, a side piece. See, y'all be wanting the number one spot, married wife, but you have the behavior of a side chick. You have the behavior of a side chick. You're sneaky. You're a liar. You're manipulative. This is all the qualities of a side chick, not a wife. You out here finessing niggas. That's why niggas is just smashing you and leaving you. That is the quality of a chick. That is how you supposed to do chicks like that. Because they're looking to get over. So guess what you do as a man? You meet them type of chicks halfway. When you dealing with them, here, take this, get the fuck out of here now. Get out of here. And you don't never get any commitment or nothing. Because that's not what you're here for. You see? It's not what a lot of these women are here for. Discount dating. Wonder why? You don't even have the qualities of a wife. You have the qualities of a side chick. You always lying, doing shit just to get your way. How that's going to work in a marriage? That's never going to work in a marriage. Never. But some of y'all women believe in y'all mind that your husband is supposed to be able to paint this fantasy world for you to live in. No, baby girl, that is the job of your daddy. He was supposed to do that when you was a little girl. That's why they take you to Disney World and all, and Nickelodeon and Sesame Place and all of that shit. Your daddy is supposed to paint this, this world of being perfect and laid out for his baby girl. That's your daddy job. Once you get with a man, you have to now live in reality. See, it's time to grow up. You can't be a little girl and a wife, okay? You can't be a little girl and a wife, just like you can't be a little boy and a husband. You can't say you the husband, but you can't do shit for yourself. Literally, you can't. And you're not. This is how this works, y'all. And this is why dating is fucked up. Because relationships are. Dating is the prelude to a relationship. And dating is no longer the prelude to relationships because how we look at relationships. See? We selling ourselves short, blaming each other. When we're doing it to ourselves, the women are doing it to themselves, the men are doing it to themselves. We selling each other, we selling ourselves short. That's what we doing. And then we looking for somebody to blame, not paying attention to how we think and what we've done. And this is the problem. And nobody wants to be honest about it. Everybody wants to make excuses. But, this is all you hear. But. There's never no real reasoning. It's always but. Excuses. Because you don't want to do nothing about it. But. That's all it is. That's childish. But then I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm a grown-ass man. But, can you just explain yourself and be honest? No, you can't. That's why you, but, immaturity and lying. How is that going to work in a marriage? How? How can a man who constantly make excuses lead a woman? But, babe, I thought you was going to pay the bill today. But, but, how the fuck he going to lead you? Oh, you thought you thought it only go for him. No, it go for your ass too. This is why you're not wife material. Because you always got a motherfucking excuse for something. Instead of just sitting there being an adult and saying, this is why it didn't happen. This is why it didn't happen. Communication is key. Like Bob said earlier. And communication starts with honesty. Being honest is a form of communication in what you say and what you do. You see? Shout out to the underrated darkness in the building. Salute, fam. Hey, Classy Creole. Good to see you, sweetheart. But this is what's going on. Shout out to Bucket. What's good, Bucket? This is what's going on. Discount dating. We're robbing each other out of all of this shit. Then we wonder why the family structure is fucked up and there is no communities. There's only ethnic outposts. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, for that. There's only ethnic outposts. It is because, let's go back to the root of the problem. How black men see black women and how black women see black men. It's fucked up. It has to change. That's why I say we got to heal before we build. We got to go to those women. The women got to go to those men and reconcile. Ain't nobody say be friends, but you got to free yourself from certain shit. So you can free yourself up for the next person in your life. So you can continue on with this journey. Who said your last stop was with that nigga? Who said that? Who said that was the last stop on the train? The last stop on the train is bum ass nigga. Who said that? Unless that's the stop your ass got off and the train left. See, if you want to stay with a bum ass nigga, that's you gonna get off on Bum Nigga Avenue. You gonna get off on Bum Nigga Avenue. Who said your last stop was that woman who cheated on you in your marriage? Who said it was over for you, nigga? Who said it was over? Who said it was over? You did. You know why? Because you said, I'm going to get off on Bum Broad Street and I'm going to stay there. I'm going to stay there and hopefully I don't get another bum. And then what do you get? This is how this works. We got to understand this. This is how this shit works. We think it worked some other way. Right, crunchy foot court. This is what we think. Nobody said it was over for you, bro. Nobody said it was over for you. But if that's how you moving, if now you think, well, all I got to do is use these women because I've been hurt, then bro, that is the last stop for you. because you're gonna stay stuck. You got off the train. Once you stop fighting for you, you done got off the train. Same shit go for you ladies. Who said you were supposed to? Who said that you were supposed to meet your husband when you decided to give that nigga your virginity? Who said that he was supposed to be your husband? Who wrote that in your book? Who said God intended that to happen for you? The first nigga you decide to give your body to supposed to marry you. Who put that in the book of life for you? Oh, and since it didn't work out, now I'm a throw in the towel and just just become whatever. And if it come, it come. If he comes, he comes. If he don't, he don't. Can't live like that. You giving up on life. All because of an experience. That's what life is about. Every day when you get up and that's an experience. That's an experience. Why do you think when people suddenly die, people always talk about their last moments? Because it's about the experience. And we have to stop robbing each other. Black folk, we got to stop robbing ourselves of the experience with one another. Man, y'all don't understand how deep this shit could go. Y'all sit here and what we doing is we're robbing each other of life. This is what we doing to each other as black folk. We robbing each other. Every time I interface, I shouldn't. Every time I interface with a black woman, I shouldn't have to get fucking attitude. I shouldn't have to get attitude. I should be able to speak to a black good morning, and she don't think I'm trying to fuck her. Because all I'm doing is saying good morning. You know, it's called being kind. It's called having hospitality. You know, that's what positive people have. Can I speak to you without you thinking I want to fuck you? Huh? We're robbing each other of this experience. This is why this is why the marriage is what it is. The relationships is what it is. Because people are like, oh well, fuck it. Oh, you want some coochie? All right, here. We're just surrendering to living a wasteful life. And this is what's happening. Wasteful life. People having kids with people they don't like, marrying people they don't like, and then they wonder why they miserable. You done had 5 kids by a nigga you can't stand. And then you wonder why you stress the fuck out. Because you got to look at some shit that you helped create by a motherfucker you can't stand. That's some psychological shit. You need to go see somebody. Because can't no nigga compete with that. Can't no nigga help you with that. That's some shit another nigga did in your life that you have to fix because you allowed them to do it. You're still an adult. You have to fix that. It ain't the new nigga fault that now you stuck with 5 kids by a bum nigga. Now he got to come in and be all of this and be all of that. No. Now you're misusing that man. And then when you get tired of him, you're going to throw him away and say he wasn't shit. Oh, he didn't cut it. Oh, he didn't know how to handle me. I was too much for him. Shut your dumb ass up. You sound stupid. You sound fucking stupid. And this is what we doing today. We shooting ourselves in the fucking foot and then trying to blame somebody else. You went on a date with that nigga with the intentions of taking something from him. You went on a date with her or offered to go on a date with her with the intentions of only smashing her. And then we wonder why the playing field is what it is. And then with all the other outside forces like social media and all of these dating apps, it just made it even worse. It just made it even worse. It heightened the mentality, the foolishness amongst black men and black women. Because just like we get the memes about black women and all of that, they get the memes about us on their timelines. It's the same shit, y'all. Don't think they ain't got no women making memes. Yeah, because if he this and he that, and he's a narcissist, and yeah, they getting it too. But see, my whole point has always been, I don't have a problem with shit. Is it beneficial though? That's how I look at shit. Is it beneficial? Is it more beneficial or detrimental? Content is content. Rhetoric is rhetoric. Is it more beneficial or hurtful? And on both sides, the shit is more hurtful. On both sides. It's more hurtful, man. It's not benefiting the collective of black men or black women. It's keeping the game and the bullshit going. So guess who loses in the end? The children. And then they have to turn around and then interface with a whole new way that the game is played, with no experience and no understanding from their parents. See why we got to fix it? Because if our job as parents is to make sure our children be better than us, then what the fuck are we doing in the world? You see? You don't want your children to just grow up in a house and to learn certain shit, but then grow up in the world and see that it was something totally different, because that's how a lot of children fall through the cracks too. When you paint this false reality to your children, but outside the door is something totally different. That can shell shock a lot of children, and a lot of children, they go the wrong way. They go down that deep, dark, long road by themselves because they fell in the cracks of life, because their parents painted a false reality, because they lived in a false reality. And I don't know if it's just me, but all that painting a false sense of reality, it's over for that shit. It's over for that. It's over for that. That's like you wasting your time doing that. For real, for real. Shout out to everybody in the building though. Kwafi says, you ain't never lied about stank attitude broads in passing. You open the door for in passing with a frown on her face. No, thank you. Like you're obligated to do so. Right. Social media has just put a goofy, yep, on our dysfunction. It did. It did. And these companies made a lot of money off of us displaying it too. What's good? The seldom one. The seldom one says, as black men, we must get back to our patriarchal minds. We put ourselves first. We put ourselves first. We will never be taken seriously. Patriarchal minds? No, I don't know about that. Black men have never been patriarchal. That's for white men. We need to be careful on the words that we use. Show me a black patriarchy ever in history. Show me where women didn't rule ever, where men ruled when it comes to black people. Never existed. We don't run patriarchies. Cartel says mental health is real. Facts. What's up, Raven? Says Molly. What year? And when we talking about a patriarchy, we talking about where women have never ruled, have never sat next to men. I hope that's what you're talking about. I hope that's what you're talking about when you're talking about patriarchy. Because a patriarchy is not one dynasty ruled by men. Women never rule in a patriarchy. Never. Never. And in Africa, there's plenty of instances where women have ruled, where women have been in high position. There's no patriarchy, bro. Sorry. If you're trying to say something like masculine or something like that, then, but not patriarchal. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Because to be patriarchal is to subjugate women. But shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. I'm gonna read a few more of y'all comments, then we're gonna wrap it up. Kwafi says, you have said this many a times here, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, heal before you build. And I think that happens even in having knowledge itself, where you will have no one else to blame. Facts. Facts. Junior Ali says, I'm not getting married again. 2 times is enough for me. I don't blame you, my brother. Now that's a fact, bro. Hey, what's up, Camille? What's going on? Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. If you're just coming in, you might have to catch the replay. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. If you enjoyed today's show and you would like to monetarily support today's show, the Cash App is going across the screen. It is going across the screen. Also, if you hit the Cash App, if you hit the Super Chat, it's very much appreciated. I appreciate all the monetary donations. I really appreciate y'all being here and tuning into today's show. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share today's show. Don't forget, get down in the comment section and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of today's show. The Seldom One says, you say some places in Africa were ran by women. Look at where they are now. No, that's not what I said. I said that all throughout Africa, women have set in high positions with men. That's what I said. I didn't say that they ran places. Because even the women who had high position in those countries, they still fell up under the leadership of men. Seldom One. Look at the Woman King with the movie that just came out. She's from the lineage of kings, men. She still fell up under the leadership and she fulfilled a destiny that was extended by her, but it originally came from her father and her brother. You see? Understand that, bro. Kwafi says they seem to be looking for a challenge as they troll. Yeah, you know, a lot of times these dudes come in here and try to test my they try to test what I know. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's cool. The Seldom One says, my apologies for misunderstanding your message, but yes, the movie itself. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. We know not to believe everything in it, but come on, man. We know the story behind things. We know the story behind things. We know the facts behind things. We know that it was we know it was superimposed, man. Come on. But salute to you, man. I appreciate you chiming in. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. I appreciate you though. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Seldom One. No doubt. I appreciate it. I like how you came in and you kept it respectful. You know what I'm saying? But salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Like I said, don't forget, get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think of today's show. Also, ladies, gentlemen, but mainly for my fellas. Fellas, y'all always hear me say we gotta heal before we build, right? Y'all saw me, you know, doing yoga. If y'all would like to get into any of that, I recommend it. I recommend it. The link is down in the description box. Click that link. Go over there. Let her know what you're looking for and just tell her DS1 sent you. Professional, young Black woman. She's great at what she does. Go and show some support. Support our people for what we need. Because like I said, we going up this year on this channel. We going up. In the process, we're going to help each other go up. So go and support this beautiful young lady. She's a professional. She has the paperwork. She's just not someone, you know, who's just doing shit. The link is down in the description box, fellas. Get that yoga in, man. Don't a lot of y'all was laughing at me when y'all saw me doing yoga. I really don't care. But fellas, trust me. It could do some wonders, man. It could do some wonders. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. So shout out to everyone. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. We will be back tomorrow. Same time, 2:45 p.m. 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all the visionaries, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.